The day begins with consequences still unnamed. Mistral listens, where separate reports begin sharing one shadow. First, the tariff review begins, a consequence the headline cannot contain. The first bell sounds beneath money and trembling markets. Money has begun to tremble before the speech is finished across the Asia-Pacific. Global borrowing costs hit fresh highs over oil, artificial intelligence and inflation concerns. Behind the trade, confidence is less certain than the screen appears. Prices move before officials find the words. The event has entered the record. The pressure underneath begins to travel. Across the Asia-Pacific, the surface has spoken. Now the machinery underneath begins to move. Prices may move faster than leaders can explain them. Before this month settles, watch central bank language, bond markets, and household prices. Second, the conflict map forces the surrounding system to answer. The second mark burns within war and iron. A strike has answered a strike across Europe. Ukraine-Russia trade strikes. Wildberries site hit again. The answering blow is already gathering in silence. The damage is counted in buildings first and in decisions later. The official statement now stands. The consequence begins measuring public resilience. The sign over Europe is not finished. The next risk is not only another strike, but the answer that follows it. Before the week turns, the truth will show itself through military movement, diplomatic language, and missile alerts. Third, the route of retaliation shows the distance between confidence and capacity. The third warning is carried by war and iron. A hidden pressure has broken through the surface across the Asia-Pacific. South Korea. The United States scale back annual military drills after Trump's order. The loud part has happened. The important part is what moves next. The event is visible. The meaning is still gathering. The surface has shown its fracture. The deeper mechanism continues. Across the Asia-Pacific, the second movement is not drama, but strain. The reaction will reveal more than the event itself. In the weeks ahead, watch political pressure, market response, and confirmed numbers. Fourth, the air defense shield carries its influence beyond the first reaction. The fourth prophecy gathers around war and iron. Money has begun to tremble before the speech is finished across the Middle East. The United States ambassador to Israel calls settler, violence, terror, torta. Behind the trade, confidence is less certain than the screen appears. Prices move before officials find the words. The visible story has stopped at the surface. The reaction begins revealing the true scale. The sign over the Middle East is not finished. The numbers will look orderly until trust starts leaving. In the weeks ahead, the truth will show itself through credit conditions, household prices, and bond markets. Fifth, the command room moves from warning into consequence. The fifth sign steps forward from war and iron. A strike has answered a strike across the Middle East. UAE imposes indefinite trade embargo on Iran over alleged missile attacks. The answering blow is already gathering in silence. The damage is counted in buildings first and in decisions later. The public language has done its work. The next chapter will be written by response. The Middle East should listen beyond the explosion. The surface has spoken. Now the machinery underneath begins to move, and civilian damage, military calculation, and diplomatic patience are now tied together. The world has given 5 signals. Keep watch now for the answers. The book closes on the visible story. The deeper mechanism continues without applause.